Hello chiropractors. You have been deceived by the powers that proclaim to be quote-unquote, thought leaders of your profession. Think about it. If these guys could make a difference in the acceptance and perception of the chiropractic profession, don't you think by now chiropractic would have been accepted by more than just 3% of the population? Don't you think these so-called thought leaders would by now turned around an otherwise declining profession? If you attend most of these seminars, festivals, or conventions, you will see that they are filled with quote-unquote, experts that do nothing but rah-rah the crowd, with the sole purpose of selling you something. It's pathetic how some of them promise to turn around your practice and your profession, when they themselves probably couldn't make it as a successful chiropractor. Most of these self-proclaimed thought leaders are supposedly coaching experts, marketing experts, and health experts, who probably couldn't make a living as a chiropractor, but saw an opportunity to squeeze you out of your hard-earned money to sell you on a promise to riches. Most of these guys are skilled salesmen, who know how vulnerable chiropractors are, and how trusting they can be of fellow chiropractors. If it was so easy to have $1 million practice, why didn't they do it themselves? If it was so easy, why did they get out of practice? The reality is that if these self-proclaimed thought leaders were doing something right, we wouldn't still be at a dismal 3% acceptance rate. If these self-proclaimed thought leaders were doing something right, the profession wouldn't have such a bleak future. Let this be a warning. You are merely a revenue source for most of these self-proclaimed thought leaders. Every auditorium you fill will fund a vacation home in the Hamptons or Napa Valley. Every auditorium you fill will fund a vacation, a Porsche, or a private golf club membership. If these guys cared so much about being the voice of chiropractic, they would use part of that money to advance chiropractic. They would give back to schools or create scholarships. They would fund social movements. They would educate the public by buying ads on mainstream media. Or, they would use their powers to pass pro-chiropractic legislation. These self-proclaimed, fast-talking, Tony Robbins wannabe experts often lack the qualification to be in practice themselves. They probably failed for some reason or another, and are now using these platforms to get themselves ahead. Think about who you call a thought leader. Because most of them are con artists.